Under the Sale of Goods Act, when goods are sold by description, there is an implied condition that the goods must correspond with the description provided by the seller. This is a fundamental term of the contract, and if breached, the buyer is entitled to reject the goods and claim a refund. Let us consider the facts of the landmark case Shepard v. Kane, decided in the year 1821. The plaintiff, Shepard, purchased a ship from the defendant, Kane. The ship was described in the contract as a copper-fastened ship. After the sale, it was discovered that the ship was only partially copper-fastened, and not fully so as the description suggested. Shepard claimed that the ship did not correspond to the description under which it was sold, and he sought to reject the goods. The legal issue before the court was whether the buyer, Shepard, could reject the ship on the ground that it did not match the description as a copper-fastened ship, and whether a partial mismatch between the description and the actual goods amounts to a breach of condition as to description. The legal principle is clear. Under sale of goods law, when goods are sold by description, there is an implied condition that the goods must correspond exactly to the description. Even a minor deviation from the description is treated as a breach of condition, giving the buyer the right to reject the goods. This forms part of the doctrine that the description forms the basis of the contract, and buyers are entitled to get exactly what was described. The court held that the ship did not conform to the description given in the contract. Even though it was partially copper-fastened, it did not qualify as a copper-fastened ship within the meaning of the sale contract. Therefore, the buyer was entitled to reject the ship and rescind the contract. The court emphasized that in contracts of sale by description, exact compliance with the description is necessary. Applying this to the present case, Mr. Thomas purchased a copper-fastened ship. Later, it was found that the ship was not entirely copper-fastened, as described by Mr. Andrew. This means that the actual condition of the ship did not match the description, which is a breach of the implied condition as to description. Therefore, Mr. Thomas can reject the goods under the condition as to description in the Sale of Goods Act. Credits script adapted from legal case study and commentary on Shepard v. Kane, 1821.